Hello, I'm Hobin, personal trainer and yoga instructor for the Boulevard Club, and I'm here today to give you a simple 5-minute routine that will help unlock your body. And you're going to be using a few simple props that will be easily interchangeable with each other. So I'm using a dowel. You can grab a broom handle and in place of the blocks, yoga blocks that I'm going to be using, you can use books that are relatively the same height and width, and let's get started. So I'm going to place the dowel on top of the blocks about 2 feet away from the front of my mat. I'm then going to fold the mat over to secure the dowel and also to cushion, and I'm going to turn around and slowly lower myself over my setup here. So take your time. The biggest concern is knocking everything down before you get started, so lowering your forearms down to anchor the dowel will be very helpful. Feet will be flat on the floor, any distance away from your hips, whatever feels comfortable to you, and you'll lower down towards that area where you're wearing your bra strap or heart rate monitor. We're going to support the head and neck and let the head sink gently back towards the hands. So just be supported with the hands. Try not to pull on the neck. And in fact, try not to, like I am, turn your head once you begin. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in and just let yourself go. Elbows are wide, and as you come up with an exhale, you're going to have your elbows come towards each other. Any amount, whatever feels comfortable. Take a breath in, sink back. Let yourself drape over the dowel. Take a breath. Expanding through the heart space, expanding through the lungs. You're going to start to move around now in whatever way feels comfortable. So just circling around. You can stay at a diagonal if you want. Explore. Move with breath. It's your practice. It's your body. Just see what's there. See what's there today, because it changes from day to day. And then coming back to center for one more deep release. Exhale as you come up and roll over towards the side. So the dowel will line up with your armpit and the head will be supported in your hand again. Knees are stacked, whatever angle feels comfortable to you, using the top leg as a lever to bring yourself forward and back. So you're rolling over the dowel, particularly towards the back. So there's a nice little thick muscular area towards the back. It's the teres minor and major. It stabilizes the shoulder in downward dog, and it stabilizes the shoulder when we do lat pull downs or any overhead movement. If you're a racket enthusiast, racket sport enthusiast, then you will really need and benefit from this. So last time here, opening with breath, rolling to the back and then forward. Take a moment. You can take a nice big deep stretch here if you'd like. Rolling wherever it feels comfortable to you. And then taking the breath in to come up, just switching over towards the opposite side. Take your time. I'll meet you at the front of the mat with the dowel only. So again, remind yourself to stay in the present, and just moving with breath is the intention that you should be setting here so that it becomes therapeutic, or it stays therapeutic, as opposed to being competitive or aggressive. It's a nice place to stay when you're doing any kind of therapy work, is in a place where you don't feel that you're self-harming. And so meeting you at the front of the mat, take your time getting there. You can always pause the video to get to the place that you need to be. Then take the dowel in front of the body and just line it up with your sternum or your armpits and pull it gently apart. Let's pull it as hard as we can, so if we're going to actually separate this piece of wood now. And then back it off to where you feel like your face is soft, your throat is soft, and you're in that therapeutic mode that I just mentioned. Take a breath in, raise the shoulders as high as you can, and then let them soften to where they feel, again, in the right place to not be aggressive with this move. Take a breath in, let it tip over towards the right side, exhaling when you feel you need to, and opening up that whole left side of the body. See if you can tuck that right hip in towards midline, so really hug the midline. You can close your eyes if you want to work on balance at the same time. You can open the chest towards the ceiling just a little bit. And we're trying to create space between the intercostal, between the ribs rather, the intercostal muscles, and between the ribs and the hip. Coming back, nice, easy movements. Transitions are slow. And we want to take the dowel behind you, or a strap, a yoga strap or a belt, and walk the hands up towards each other. So once you're where you need to be, see if you can gently knit the ribs towards each other, belly towards the spine. Lengthen that spine again and hug the midline with the right hip, and take a deep breath, bending over towards the right side, opening up through the whole left side of the body. So we're staying here for another breath or two. You don't have to be doing this at 100%. Just feel where you need to be right now. And let these muscles open up nice and easy, which is what they really want to do, layer by layer. Coming back to center, we're just simply going to switch legs. So take the right leg back, lift him up, 90 degrees with both legs, gets you stable, hugging the midline with that left hip. Maybe you take the dowel into the crease of the hip and remind yourself to just soften down through the hips so you create length through that left side of the body. Take a breath in, dowel comes up, shoulders come down softly, and take a nice deep breath as you bend over towards the left side. Exhale whenever you feel you need to. Opening up right side of the body, hugging midline with left hip. So you're anchored through the lower body. And take a breath in to come back. So you're just going to drop the dowel this time behind your back and opening up through the right side of the body again, walking hands towards each other, knit the ribs together, belly towards the spine softly. Take a breath in, lengthen, and then exhale into that stretch again. So opening up again through the left side, really pressing the left hip with the right hip towards the right side of the room. And let yourself just feel that stretch in a really gracious way. So we're not trying to be aggressive here again. Soften, soften, soften. Soften with breath, illuminating those tight areas with the breath helps. And then come back to center. And you can always repeat these over and over again to find that place that you need to be. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 5-minute session. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.